Hey guys, this is going to be my start to finish, wet to dry hair straightening process. I'm going to start with soaking wet hair from the shower. The first thing I do is wrap it up in a towel to get the excess water out, and I leave it on for at least 10 minutes to get excess water out of my hair before I take a blow dryer to it. It's healthier for your hair, and I feel like it kind of saves product because you're not putting product into your hair just for a lot of it to drip off. And I just kind of tuck the remainder under by my ear, being careful not to tug my hair. And this is a hair towel I got from Folica. It's Folica brand. Alrighty, so some time has passed, quite a bit of time has passed. I would say over 20 minutes this time. So my hair is going to be pretty dry, but I was going around the house and doing things, getting dressed, putting on some makeup, blah blah blah. So this is my Detangling comb, a wide tooth comb from Conair. This is my Denman brush, and I have a 9-row Denman brush, which I highly recommend. I had a 7-row, and I don't know if it's because it was older or the rows, but my 9-row works so well in straightening. This is a global keratin leave-in conditioner, but don't worry, I'll leave the product information below. That's how much I use. It's a few pumps, and I'm going to work it through a quarter of my hair. I don't clip off my hair initially. I just kind of split it in half all the way down vertically, and then work in a front section that I kind of keep in front of my shoulder, and a back section I kind of tuck back to differentiate. I don't deal with clips yet. I feel like enough of that is going to come later when we're flat ironing. Camera adjusting. But yeah, so I add product to the 4 sections of my hair, and the purpose of the leave-in conditioner for me is mostly detangling. That's a little bit more of it. And my hair is transitioning hair. I'm transitioning from having a relaxer, so that's why my roots, about 2 inches of my roots are new unrelaxed growth. I haven't had a relaxer since April of this year, and it's now the end of August. So it's been 4 months. I'm working more of the product through the front of my hair, focusing on the hairline, smoothing down the hairline area. And when you're straightening, straightening is not just about taking a hot flat iron to your head. To me, the first step in good straightening is, your detangling. Detangling is really important, and if you have a good tool like the Denman brush, it can actually help your hair start to get straight, and you'll see it as I work through the video. But I'm really just working that product in, focusing on the ends because they're very tangled and they're older, so they're more fragile and they're more dry. There's my Denman brush, and I am always going to start on the ends and work my hair up, and work my way up the hair shaft. And this helps reduce how much breakage you're going to get. If you start at the top and then the bristles have to fight through all of those tangles, you're going to end up with a lot more hair on the brush. So take your time. Working my way up to the top, and then I have to be really careful with my roots. When you are transitioning from a relaxer, it's sometimes referred to as the line of demarcation, and this is where the unrelaxed or virgin hair stops and the relaxed hair starts. That point in the hair strand between the relaxed and unrelaxed hair is very fragile. Some people's hair will just break off at the root if they go a long time without a relaxer. My hair holds on for a while for whatever reason, but I will get some breakage. I have transitioned before. I ended up relaxing my hair again, but I plan on sticking it out this time completely. But basically, you just have to be really, really careful. Detangle really well. Take your time, and start at the ends, work your way up, work in small sections. Even though my hair is not sectioned off with clips, I am working in sections. At the back, I'm starting toward the bottom and slowly working my way up. Some of this is already detangled from me working in sections already. But I'm just tapping out tangles with my Denman brush in the back. And just trying to get that hair up off my root. You know, sometimes your hair kind of gets matted down to the root when you have a really curly or kinky hair texture like mine. So you just want to do what you can to make it easier. This is a global keratin serum. And I like this because it has argan oil, 1, 2, 3 pumps per each of the 4 quadrants. I like this serum because it's really lightweight, and I'm not afraid to put it on my roots. Sometimes I'm afraid of buildup on my scalp. I just don't like how it feels, and I don't like how it can weigh my hair down. Although this is less of a problem since I don't have a relaxer anymore. It's harder to weigh my hair down now because it kind of wants to be big. It wants to be voluminous. But I still don't like too much heavy product on my roots. So I'm really focusing on the roots mostly with this Global Keratin Serum. It's really lightweight. It's nice. So I'm just working it through the roots, working it through my hairline, at the temples. And I'm just going to take my time with that. And that's definitely key. Take your time. Take your time. And I'm just working it through the nape of my neck, that area. I'm just smoothing as much as I can before I even take any hot tools to it. More smoothing. And as you can see, my hair is already starting to straighten. That Denman brush is serious. It's really not overrated at all. If you don't have one, it's worth getting, for sure. For sure, for sure. And as you can see, it's great for detangling. I detangled with a wide tooth comb in the shower, but I didn't do much with the wide tooth comb this time. If your hair is really tangled, sometimes it helps to start with that. But sometimes it just feels more difficult to me, so I don't know. But you will eventually, you know, just try different things and see what works. And some days certain things work for me, some days something else works. So just really working out those tangles. And I'm not going to cut this or speed it up because I want you guys to see, you know, exactly what I did to get the look, the straightness, the sleekness that I ended up achieving. But it will take work. And just in case anyone is wondering, you know, okay, well, you seem to wear your hair straight a lot. Why don't you just relax it? Number one, no matter what, even when I went to professionals and salons, I get scalp burns very easily. The chemicals in the relaxer that get your hair straight also are very irritating to scalps, and especially to sensitive scalps like mine. I've always had a sensitive scalp. I'm very tender-headed. So that's one reason. Also, I just can't stand, I don't like the limpness. My hair is, even though there is a lot of it, my hair is on the fine side, I think. On the fine side, I think. And it can get limp really easily if it's been a couple days since I washed it. It can get limp if I have a new perm, a new relaxer. It's limp for a while, and I'm just showing you the texture in the back. But yeah, I just love the volume that natural hair has, even when straightened. And I want to see my natural texture. I haven't seen it since I was a child. My mom relaxed my hair when I was really young, so I don't know. Okay, trusty Redken Smooth Down Heat Glide. Now, the leave-in conditioner was mostly for help in detangling. the Global Keratin Serum was for a bit of heat protection and for smoothing, and to help my roots not revert as quickly. But the Redken is what I really rely on for my heat protection. It's a thicker product, and I just trust it. This is Crack. It's a leave-in styling product, and I only use this on my ends. I use a very small amount, only on my ends, because I find that if I work it through my entire head of hair, sometimes it comes out nice. A lot of the time, it comes out feeling weighed down and just a little too product-y. Yeah, but I really rely on the Redken Heat Glide for my heat protection and for smoothing. And it holds up very well in humidity and things like that. But it can be a bit heavy, so I usually try to keep it away from my roots. But I can get away with it a little more now that I'm no longer relaxed. And what I do now is I have split my hair. As you can tell, I like to split my hair down the middle when I'm working. And I clipped up one side to get it out of the way. And I'm going to keep detangling on the side that I'm about to blow dry. So now I'm just continuing to detangle, and you can tell that it's pretty well detangled, especially my ends, but I still have some work to do on those roots. I'll get there. There we go. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell with the video camera, but the crown is very, very kinky, tightly coiled. The front of my hair is closer to being wavy, especially with any kind of brushing or a boar bristle brush. It's more wavy. And I'm doing about 3 pumps in each of the 4 sections. And I do that as many times as I feel like my hair needs. Maybe once or twice per section, but I take it in steps and see how much it feels like it needs. So I'm working that through, mostly my ends. Rub it through my hands. And now I'm getting my roots right in the middle, because I don't know, it can be kind of resistant there. A little bit more at the hairline, the temples. Work that through. And working it into the roots a little bit. A little more crack. I think I need a little more crack. And the front of my hair is shorter. I had bangs, long bangs cut a while ago, and I've kept them. So that's what I was doing. But yeah, I really do only work this through the ends of my hair. And sometimes with what's left over on my hands, I'll work it through the length of my hair. But that's about it for detangling. I'm getting ready to section and move on to blow drying. So what I'm doing is taking about 1/3 of that half of my hair and leaving it out. And I'm going to clip up the rest. I'm not going to section off each section that I will eventually work in, because when you're doing your own hair, you can't see the back, and I just feel like with my comb attachment or whatever I'm using, I just end up knocking into the clips. And I use as few clips as possible. That allows me to get the job done. So I'm just going to clip the back into one big section, leave the front out, and I'm going to work on that section now. And I'm working out every tangle I can, preparing for that comb attachment right now.